Short and sweet, because I'm tired and I'm pissed off. I've been given opportunity after opportunity for this NAWA World title, and I failed every single time. Rob Killjoy, this ain't just a match to me. This is redemption. I gotta redeem myself to that crowd. I gotta redeem myself to my family. It's in that NAWA crowd. So bring all the help you need, bro. Bring Lance New, bring all the Ducks, bring Coach Mikey. Hell, if Kobe ain't too busy fighting his demons, maybe he could join you in the fight against me. Ain't nothing changed, Rob. Ain't nothing changed. I'm still up next, and you still up now. I'm out.
Wrestling fans, this is CJ Bentley for the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guest this time is Big Time Yah. Big Time, welcome back to the show, sir.
Oh, it's good to be back, you know. And tonight, I have a match with Thomas Extreme. You know, I've heard a lot about Thomas Extreme. I tend to scout my opponents. And Thomas, I've heard you talk about how you're the man now in NAWA. You feel like you're untouchable. But you see, a long time ago, I felt the same way. And I realized something: when you feel untouchable, that is when you are most vulnerable. So the gifted one knows you're most vulnerable right now. And I'm just the man that's going to chop you down to size, Thomas. It's going to be real fun when you realize that anytime I want, I can be just like you, but you can never be the gifted one. Have a good day, CJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, that match is coming up shortly, but we're going to take you now to what happened in your main event last week between Jax N and Stuart Snodgrass. As you can see, Stuart Snodgrass was clearly in charge of this match with that big double axe on the red beard.
And Stuart looked to be firmly in control, but then suddenly, out of nowhere, an appearance by our NAWA Unified Champion, Dominick.
One of the arch nemesis of Stuart Snodgrass came out to the ringside area and distracted Stuart Snodgrass in this match. As you can see, giving him the bird, allowing an opportunity for Jax N to spit the green mist into the face of Stuart Snodgrass, enabling him on the mat, Redbeard.
Totally blinding Stuart there, but then suddenly, out of nowhere, Jax N dove under the ring and pulled out Stuart's trusty clipboard that he's been looking for here for some number of weeks. So we're still trying to figure out, how did Jax N get that clipboard?
And now he went on to torture Stuart with his own clipboard by choking him, running it across his neck, was about to do more damage until he was saved. But ladies and gentlemen, that's probably not the end of this. What's going to happen between Jax N and Stuart Snodgrass?
Wrestling fans, this is CJ Bentley for the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guest this time is a very upset individual, Stuart Snodgrass. Stuart, come on in here, sir. I see you're wearing sunglasses tonight.
Yeah, that's right, because my eyes are very sensitive because I received the mist from Jax N, who, after my arch nemesis, Dominick, came out and distracted me, hit me with the mist, and then he did the most unthinkable thing possible. Do you know what that is?
What was that, Stuart?
He revealed, Jax N revealed that he was the one that had my clipboard. And let me tell you something, Mr. Bentley and Mr. Jax and everybody watching out there in internet land. Jax N, you're in deep trouble, good sir, because I will get my revenge. Mark my words, sir. I will get my revenge.
Well, obviously, Stuart is very, very angry and upset. When will he get his hands on Jax N, Redbeard? What will Stuart do? Will he be in full nerd rage when he does?
I would think he's in full nerd rage now.
Well, time will only tell. Hopefully we can get those two back into the ring and get some type of a resolution to this clipboard situation.
Wrestling fans, this is CJ Bentley for the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guest this time, and I'm going to bring him in, is the former NAWA heavyweight champion, the Golden Gladiator.
I ain't very happy, CJ. We all know who that idiot is. The chap, George South acts like he's not the guy under the mask. I'm not stupid.
Well, the guy in the mask was the guy under the mask, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, no crap. George South.
No, it was Mr. Florida.
And as you can see, Golden Gladiator number 2 not happy with what happened to him a few weeks here ago on the program. As you can see, Bulldog Chad Bird brought Mr. Florida, and I use air quotes, people that you cannot see, to the ring. That is George South. I thought that was George South. Me and Golden Gladiator both say that's George South, Red Beard, but I may be wrong.
I still say you've never seen Batman and Bruce Wayne in the same room, but my goodness, Michael, you have to say at the same time, there might be a possibility that it could be George South. I mean, we don't know.
Well, having Mr. Florida in his corner worked, Bulldog Chad Bird got the win over Golden Gladiator number 2. Now we're going to take it to the back. CJ standing by with the skinny dudes with attitude.
Wrestling fans, this is CJ Bentley for the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guests this time are a relatively new tag team here in the NAWA, the Skinny Dudes with Attitudes. Guys, welcome to the North American Wrestling Alliance.
Oh, thank you. We are the Skinny Dudes with Attitudes. Thank you for that beautiful introduction. My name is Zach Daniels, and my partner here, this is Tyler Aiken, the genetic freak Tyler Aiken. And this right here, this is Zach Daniels, and he is also a genetic freak. Ooh, thank you. Let me let you fans know why we are genetic freaks. You see all these other tag teams and all these other wrestlers here in the NAWA. Which of those wrestlers look like us? Which of those wrestlers have high metabolisms like we do? That's right. High metabolism, Tyler. High metabolism. That's what makes the Skinny Dudes with Attitudes as great as we are. And let me tell you guys something. If you've never seen the Skinny Dudes with Attitudes before, then you're in for a treat, because we're not like any other tag team. We're not like any other performers, any other wrestlers. We're unique, Tyler. We're unique. You know why? Because Tyler and I, our bond goes beyond the ring. Our bond goes beyond what we do inside the ring, what we do here at the show. Me and Tyler are a real life tag team.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you go, the Skinny Dudes with Attitude. Going to be debuting here shortly in the coming weeks, Red Beard, and they are a real life tag team. But right now, we're going down to the ring. As you can see, Thomas Extreme will be taking on Big Time Yah. Kind of suspicious, though. Thomas is not accompanied by Golden Gladiator number 2, which we saw Thomas just a few weeks ago out here in support of Golden Gladiator number 2. We're still trying to figure out why that even happened, Red Beard.
Golden Gladiator number 2 appears to be more occupied by trying to figure out who in the world Mr. Florida actually is. Maybe he's trying to fingerprint everybody in the back right now.
Red Beard, I think we've established we believe that to be George South.
Well,
until someone says that isn't George South, with some cloud around here,
it could be anyone.
And it could be George South. Like, boy, I hate to agree with Golden Gladiator number 2 because
Then
he's
don't.
an idiot, but I just can't help it, you know. I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together, that equals 4, you know. That might be George South.
If you want to agree with the old Golden Rod there, then you go ahead. But I'm going to go ahead and...
It pains me to say that, but...
I'm going to lend a little bit of credence to the idea that it might not be George South because, again, we don't know for sure. Lots of people have Des Bryant Dallas Cowboy jerseys in their closet.
A lot of Deuce out there, dude. But anyway, here we go. We've got a huge match with 2 top talents here in NAWA, Big Time Yah and Thomas Extreme. I'm really looking forward to this match here. Expecting a lot of big explosive moves, and obviously Big Time Yah is looking to climb up the ranks and continue on his undefeated streak here in NAWA.
I'd say 2 top talents in the entirety of the Mid-Atlantic here, Michael, as Big Time Yah has made a name for himself in a number of different promotions, but also here in NAWA. Taking on tonight, though, maybe one of his most stiff challenges to date in the form of Thomas Extreme, former light heavyweight champion here in NAWA, a man who's been all around this part of the country fighting for numerous titles, but now Yah in here to see what he can do against Thomas Extreme.
Yeah, Big Time Yah is definitely a hot name in the Carolinas and the Southeast, all over professional wrestling, all up and down the East Coast. Recently won the 2018 CPWA for Rising Star of the Year. Definitely on the rise is Big Time Yah, not only in independent wrestling, but here in NAWA. But, you know, a lot of people overlook Thomas Extreme. And let's just be honest, it might be just because of his look. But if you're judging the book by the cover, you are an idiot. Thomas Extreme is one of the best in-ring wrestlers I've seen in a very long time. But having a hard time rolling up Big Time Yah, obviously the bigger man of the two.
And look at Yah now, getting the control of Thomas Extreme by grabbing that left arm and just applying some torque there.
You know, Thomas has speed and quickness and very agile, but you look at Yah, he's got the same capabilities and the size and strength advantage, just taking Thomas right off of his feet with a shoulder block.
You're going to see some great examples of in-ring agility here, folks.
And again, the size advantage playing into the favor of Yah as he hit. Oh, no, Thomas lands on his feet.
Smacks him in the gut there. Look at this.
Head scissors right over, takes Thomas Extreme, takes Big Time Yah to the ground. And he's, whoa, look at the height on that. Going for a Hurricane Rana, but Big Time Yah fighting it off.
Look at this, Thomas Extreme like a rabid animal. Oh, but gets flipped out of there by Yah. Oh, wow.
Just
big time.
Bulldozing the man down to the ground is Big Time Yah.
Almost like a shoulder tackle, but my goodness, such a big time momentum.
He pancaked that sucker down to the ground.
That's what you call a pancake block for sure there, my goodness.
I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't.
Huge chop right across the chest. Big Time Yah definitely in charge right now in this match.
Yah laying the leather to the chest of Thomas Extreme.
Definitely don't want to get into a chop exchange with Big Time Yah.
Definitely not.
Again, his look doesn't have the look of the athlete of today, but the man is a top-notch athlete. Looking at the strength, just holding Thomas up and finally dropping him to the mat. He probably could have held him up there all day if he felt like it, Redbeard.
My goodness, sending him crashing down on the mat there. Look at Yah.
Look at the
height. He was clear above the top rope, Michael.
The vertical leap, the impressiveness of Big Time Yah on full display here in this match.
Two great athletes here in this contest, folks. You have to give credit to both of them in terms of developing their, not only their physiques, but also just their ability, period, in terms of being able to get around as well as they do. Yah definitely define a lot of expectations. People just don't expect a big man like that to be able to fly around, but he sure can do it. And look at this here now. Oh, look, Thomas Extreme.
Smartly taking that knee right to the head and rolling him up for a 2 count only. Thomas Extreme close to ending Big Time Yah's undefeated streak again.
Look at this here now.
Two, not able to hold the weight of Big Time Yah. Whoa!
Look at that.
Look again, the vertical leap with that drop kick from Big Time Yah. And that is why they call him the gifted one, folks.
Right into the mush there with that drop kick. Now, pinfall, only a 2 count though. My goodness, such elevation on that drop kick. My goodness. Now Thomas Extreme definitely is the worst for wear here at this moment in time. Yah firmly in control. What's he got in store for him here now? Oh, a couple of shots to the gut by Thomas Extreme. But look at that.
And again, no one has been able to beat Big Time Yah since he returned as the surprise partner of Adam James at the Buddy Shea Memorial Tournament. Moving out of the way, Thomas Extreme, quick and agile, hops to the top rope. What's he gonna do? Comes off, missile drop kick.
Look, he hit the fan.
He was attacked by a fan, and I'm sure Larry here at the American Legion Hall is not gonna be happy about that, but we're gonna fix that, don't you worry. That will be taken care of. Just take it, add it to the bill.
There goes our deposit.
But again, you know, great action here going between these two top athletes here in NAWA. Thomas definitely using that speed.
Thomas Extreme, like we said here a moment ago, kind of like a rabid animal almost in the style of offense he delivers.
But again, I was saying, Yah is undefeated since returning here. Oh!
Wow!
A Spanish fly and then a leg drop delivered by Thomas Extreme, taking the big man off of his feet, and Thomas does not know what he's got to do to get the win here. No one has been able to pin Big Time Yah since returning to NAWA, but Thomas has definitely taken him to his limits so far.
Can we go back and just admire the fact that Thomas Extreme hit a Spanish fly on Big Time Yah? My God.
Back to the top rope. Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Thomas Extreme is gaining some momentum. Can he be the man to defeat Big Time Yah? He's going to go for the cover. Only a 2 count.
As we were saying, Michael, earlier here in the match, Thomas Extreme might look like a rusty old Pinto, but he's got the engine inside there of a Mustang GT. My goodness. Big Time Yah here now, staggered as he tries to get back to a vertical base. Got him up there, though.
Oh, my God. Holy Christ, what the hell? He just hit it.
Oh, my God, Michael, there
Holy
it was.
Christ, what the hell? Oh, and it's only a 2, Redbeard.
Only a 2 on the Holy Christ. What the hell? Did I get that right?
You got it right. That move comes out of nowhere and anywhere.
My goodness.
Not able to put him away. Holy Christ, what the hell?
Oh, man.
That should have been it. Off the top rope momentum. Hits
Oh,
the referee
no.
with a shoulder tackle. And the referee is down. He's folded in half like an accordion on the mat.
Referee.
Thomas Extreme. Whoa!
Oh, no.
And again, we're seeing actions out of Thomas Extreme here over the last few weeks that we're not accustomed to seeing. We know he's angry at NAWA management, but this is not what we're used to seeing. Oh, thank God, Adam James.
Former tag team partner of Big Time Yah out here making the save.
They won the Buddy Shea Memorial Tag Team Tournament together. Thankfully, he's out here to help his friend, the man that brought him back, Adam James.
It's good to see somebody out here in support of a friend.
He just hit the Yah with a low blow. He's trying to get the referee back to his feet. Now it's 2-on-1. Adam James is getting serious now.
What is it? What?
What in the hell?
What is that?
He just gave Yah a spine buster, his friend.
What in the hell is going on? Michael.
Now, we know he has problems with Cam Jackson, but Leo Private, what's his problem with Yah? And Thomas Extreme gets the win, the 3 count, and defeats Big Time Yah. Redbeard, what is going on?
What have we just seen here? Is this now an alliance between Adam James and Thomas Extreme?
Adam has been showing signs of frustration here for weeks, and now he's raising the hand of Thomas Extreme.
Look at this.
Is he in cahoots with Thomas Extreme? And is Thomas Extreme in cahoots with Golden Gladiator number 2? What is going on, Redbeard? This is crazy. And that Big Time Yah has been defeated for the first time since returning to NAWA Championship Wrestling.
This is just an insane turn of events here, folks.
We're going to go to the back. CJ Bentley standing by with Jax N. Saine.
Wrestling fans, this is CJ Bentley with the North American Wrestling Alliance. My guest this time is none other than Jax N. Saine. Sir, you stole the clipboard of Stuart Snodgrass and then used it against him and tortured him with it. Can you explain yourself?
Like, I don't really know what goes on up in here. It's just all kind of fuzzy. But when I just get going, I just go. I don't know. He tells me. He knows. I don't. It's just a one-way thing. He tells me what to do. He don't hear nothing back. He ain't got no ears. He got a mouth. That's it. So when I saw that, and I picked it up and heard little Joe talking to me, I thought, well, let's have a little fun.
And now the clipboard is yours. Is that correct?
Yes, it's mine. I hid it. I hid it somewhere here. I don't know where. But it's mine, and I will continue to use it over and over and over. It's my new little toy to hurt Stuart. Play with Stuart over and over again.
Such a crazed individual there is Jax N. My goodness, Michael. I still just feel for Stuart Snodgrass there, losing his trusty clipboard, not only just to an individual, but also to someone like that. And now, this is the voice of God, Michael?
Well, as you know, they say it takes on many forms. So that's what, maybe this is the new incarnation of the voice of God. It looks like a cheap ripoff of a parrot, if you ask me.
It looks like something out of maybe Barnum and Bailey's Circus circa 1913. But
no matter what it is and what era it came out of, this is your main event of the week, ladies and gentlemen, for the NAWA Heavyweight Championship. Zane Riley, the challenger, he's going to try to dethrone that man right there, the Southern Fire, the god of the Milky Way galaxy, the creator of Ugly Be Gone, as he takes that bottle. Amp Dominick, the NAWA Heavyweight Champion, Redbeard. Do you believe Zane Riley has a shot at dethroning the champion here this week in the main event?
I'm trying to just absolutely digest what I'm seeing right now, because you have fans at ringside who are trying to defend themselves like it's being sprayed by this ugly be gone substance.
That lady
Others
the lady's ugly. She wants to continue to be
now
ugly.
just saturating people at ringside with this. We don't know what ugly be gone is.
Look at all these ugly people here.
But my goodness, though, Michael, I mean, come on here.
We need to just get a swimming pool full of ugly be gone and dip the whole town of Lenore in it.
Well, we definitely need to dip Jax N in there, but that's a topic for a different time here. As we have Dominick just parading around ringside, celebrating himself as only he can.
Well, you can't argue with results, Redbeard. You cannot argue with results. And ever since coming here to NAWA, Dominick has been on a tear, terrorizing the roster, terrorizing the competition, all the way to the top. And I don't see anyone, even Zane Riley, taking that title from him. Spray that ugly lady.
Look at that.
Spray her. She's ugly. She needs some of that juice.
Michael, that is a paying member of our audience here you're addressing there. She's a customer, for crying out loud. Now,
they always say the truth hurts, bro.
That's true. But, nerds are one of my favorite candies. So
nerds aren't here. Look at that. That ugly be gone juice. That bottle's pretty much halfway been used up on this crowd here.
And still not a drop of it has managed to find its way to Jax N, the one person we know could use it.
Maybe Zane Riley could use some of that as well. We're going to see. Is he going to be able to take the title?
Look at this, Zane
taking the top hat, the Willy Wonka hat of Dominick is trying it on.
Looking kind of like Slash from Guns N' Roses here suddenly. Is Zane Riley now with the glasses?
We know he wants to be a god. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no.
I want to know what's going on down there. Maybe we should ask Billy Corgan.
I think I might want to have that steam cleaned before I touch that again. But my goodness. Great combination of talent here on display as we've got, as we've already said, our Triple Crown champion, as he calls himself, Dominick, taking on the very well-seasoned Zane Riley.
One half of the tag team will revolt with Caleb Conley, but can he come in? And Zane Riley's been here before in NAWA, but he's just handpicked by NAWA management, Cool Breeze and TC3, to be the opponent of Dominick. I guess one of them thought Zane has an opportunity to defeat him.
Look at this two playing mind games with each other seemingly.
And the match is about to get underway if these two are ready for it. The bell has finally been rung on your main event here this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see this kind of action every week, you need to be subscribed to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. That way you can keep up with all things NAWA.
I mistakenly spoke there a moment ago, Michael. I said that the voice of God there on the outside looked as though he was something from Barnum and Bailey around 1913. He's actually more akin to, I'd say, Amadeus Mozart with that flamboyant little attire he's got on there. But needless to say, we're going to see what kind of impact his presence might have to this matchup. But now Dominick slapping Zane on the posterior there. Look at that.
The voice of God wanted to get a little feel as well there. As we all know, Zane likes to joke around. He mixes a little bit of comedy in with his wrestling, but he's going to have to take this match a little bit serious, even though the champion looks to be playing around and fooling around this week.
An opportunity to win a championship is not something that comes around all that frequently, so Zane needs to treat this seriously. But look at that! Dominick.
What a smack on the rear from Dominick, the god of the Milky Way galaxy.
Slapping those ham hocks, I guess you could call them, of Zane Riley. Let's see what happens here now. Getting a little bit more of a serious bit of wrestling here as we have a go behind by Dominick. Trying to get some control of Zane Riley here with that headlock.
Zane reversing right out. Got him into a wrist lock here. And grabbing the beard of the challenger and pushing him into the ropes. He's going to have to break that hold. He doesn't want to get disqualified. This bald-headed goof on the floor, a.k.a. the voice of God, Zane Riley, is going to have eyes in the back of his head to make sure this guy doesn't get involved, or this voice, whatever he is.
It's kind of a 2-on-1 scenario here. Definitely, if nothing in terms of physicality, the voice of God will be nothing other than a distraction there to Zane Riley. Got him in an armbar there, though, does Riley. Now transferred over to the referee. What in the world?
Dominick.
Oh, wow.
And a stiff shot to the buttocks of Amp Dominick, and now he's just taking it out on poor referee Trayton Bigelow. He didn't want to grab your arm, Amp.
Trayton might have not have known what he signed up for here when he took this match.
A stiff right hand from Zane Riley to the champion.
Ducks under a clothesline there, attempt by Amp does Riley. Still delivering those right hands, though. There's a third one, 4, 5, and 6.
And on goes Zane Riley. An elbow drop. That's the Rhodes style, baby, if you will, baby.
I think you may do the best Dusty Rhodes impression I've ever heard. And just so you know, I've only heard 2 Dusty Rhodes impressions in my entire life. Now, what in the world?
Am I supposed to be insulted?
That was an attempt anyway. Not a very good one, but an attempt. Now Zane Riley chasing Amp Dominick down at ringside.
He's looking to insult him with a wedgie almost. He's going to insult him with that chop to the chest.
As you said, going to insult him by taking a layer of skin off of his chest there.
Oh, dear
wow,
God, that
look at
ugly
that.
broad just sprayed Amp Dominick with a bottle of water in the face.
My God, Michael. Zane Riley suddenly turned this into crowd participation night here at the matches. Zane taking the rest of it to task.
And now Amp Dominick slipping all over the floor. The fans throwing Mountain Dew, sodas, and water all over the champion. He is truly hated here in the American Legion Hall here tonight.
This whole ringside area suddenly became a fall hazard. My God.
I don't think Amp can stand up. He's got wet boots.
Look at that. Now Amp gets sent into the front row.
Into the laps of the fans, the people that hate him the most.
As we've said here, folks, you pay for a ringside seat at an NAWA show, you better come prepared.
And they say payback is hell. Amp Dominick is definitely getting it from the fans here tonight.
Oh, wow.
Right on to the edge of the ring.
As they say, folks, there is no give to that part of the ring whatsoever. That is a solid steel beam with planks of wood on top of it.
Zane Riley looks to be in complete charge of this match. We could see a new heavyweight champion here tonight, Redbeard.
Very well could. As we were saying earlier, those type of opportunities don't come around frequently, but look at this.
Look
Riley.
at the agility of Mr. 305 live himself there.
Riley doing a tumble.
I have never seen a man that size do something like that.
Sort of a handstand into a tumble maneuver there for that pinning combination. Riley getting the fans firmly behind him, but look at this, Amp Dominick going for the eyes of Riley.
Smartly done by the champion. He could feel, he could sense it, that he was losing control, and he did what it took to gain it back. Oh, just dropping his throat right over the top rope. Amp Dominick is a vicious man, a vicious God. Up to the top, he dives to the floor.
Oh, God.
Taking out Zane Riley, putting his body on the line, is the God of the Milky Way galaxy, doing what is necessary to get the win.
Big time collision there on the outside.
This match could end in a count out at any second here, Redbeard. Both men are down on the floor.
Very well could. My goodness, such a huge calamity there. Now Amp Dominick starting to stir, trying to get Zane up off of his, or onto his feet. Tosses him back in the ring there to save that 10 count. Amp really just losing his mind right now in terms of where he's at in this matchup.
That's something we talk about every time Amp Dominick is in the ring, is that vicious, mean streak that he has in his body. He will stand on your head. He will poke you in the eye. He will do whatever it needs to be done to win. That's why he's been so successful here in NAWA so far.
Absolutely. That mean streak, that vicious streak, as you were saying, Michael, something that he seemingly turns on at a moment's notice. Zane Riley, though, fighting out of this predicament he's in.
There you go, with right back to the face. As soon as Zane started to fight out of that front face lock, Amp smartly raked the face. And the voice of God looked to be getting involved in the match there. Again, 2-on-1 if you count him, and standing on the back and the neck is something Amp Dominick loves to do.
And just adding insult to injury there, you see the voice of God with that megaphone right in the ear of Zane Riley.
Now he's just taking the arm and just pulling it back, working the shoulder and elbow area of Zane Riley, rubbing his face right across that top rope, doing what he's got to do to get the win.
Now, Riley looks worse for wear at this point in time. He's been absorbing a lot of punishment over the past couple of minutes. But look at that, though. Oh, wow.
Dropped him right on the back of his neck, folded him up like a chair.
Turned him inside out, and then there's a back elbow, sends Amp crashing back down to the mat.
I think the people of Lenore, the fans of NAWA, want to see a new champion. They want to see Zane Riley take the title. It's a huge body slam.
They might be on their way to getting one here. There's a pinfall. Two count only, though, says the referee.
Barely able to get his shoulder up out from underneath the body of Zane Riley was Amp Dominick.
Amazing contest here on NAWA TV, folks. Once again, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. It's the only way you'll... Oh, God.
Checking the oil. Got the thumb in the bum.
I'd say we're about a quart low at this point in time.
And the voice of God is on the apron.
No.
Getting involved, distracting Zane Riley.
And he's feeding that thumb to the voice of God.
Oh, the bottle of Ugly Be Gone.
Oh, no.
Sprayed it right into the eyes of Zane Riley. And there goes the culprit, Ugly Be Gone.
Now, Zane can't see. He's just swinging for the fences wildly.
Right behind the referee's back.
Oh, look at that.
Delivering a power bomb.
Zane may not have even known who he was targeting there, but he went for it anyway.
The reflexes just came to him, and he's got Amp Dominick down on the mat.
I think you may have been right, Michael. This might be the title change we were talking about here. Zane, despite being hit with that Ugly Be Gone, is he going to the top here?
He's wasting his time going to the second rope. Not sure what he's about to do, but the fans are sure hoping he's going to win this championship match and take home the title. Oh, dear God. A Vader bomb.
Oh, wow.
Still not enough to put away Amp Dominick.
What can you say about Dominick able to kick out of that Vader bomb there?
You got to give the man credit. You got to give the God of the Milky Way galaxy some credit here tonight. He's taking a beating from Zane Riley. He's also giving one to Zane Riley. Both of these men are just putting it all on the line. Look at this bald-headed geek getting on the aprons, distracting referee Trayton Bigelow.
The Southern Fire definitely has an ace in the hole there in terms of...
He gave him the megaphone.
Oh, God.
He just cracked it over the skull of Zane Riley.
Cracked him over the head, as you said, Michael, with that megaphone. My God.
And now the God of NAWA is mounting the top rope. He's about to give him the hand of God.
Dives over the referee, delivering the hand of God, Michael.
This is it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, dear God. Amp Dominick able to hang on with a little help from the voice of God to the NAWA Heavyweight Championship. What a contest, this main event here on NAWA Championship Wrestling this week.
Amazing turn of events here, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the show here this week. Next week, we will have an amazing match between Rob Killjoy and Lucky Ali. Tune in then.